My sights on, high life drone, twilight zone, fly like I'm stoned. They way gone, J-Way is known. Go hard, go home, get money long. My life up, flow like up, hoes like yup. I'm like fuck, where's my phone? Yo, what up YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, and happy Friday. You know what I mean? We almost to the finish line before we get to the weekend. The Most High done woke us up, man. Listen, thank God. You know what I mean? Thank God for another day to be great. But real fast though, I just got a message for y'all that's retaining, right? Like, most of us, you know, that jumped on this opportunity, and I do call it an opportunity because it's an opportunity, you know, to grow. It's an opportunity to gain control in your life, and it's an opportunity, you know, to become the best version of yourself. It's an opportunity to rise as a person when you join something like this, when you embark on this type of journey. And a lot of us have our reasons for it. You know, a lot of us, you know, recognize that we have porn addictions. Some people, you know, not all of us, but some people doing it because their heart's been broken, you know, and, you know, shit like that happens. You know, heartbreak happens. I've been dealing with heartbreak, you know, for a good amount of my life, you know what I mean? Especially early on, you know, I had to learn how to deal with heartbreak. And what I want y'all to understand when it comes to heartbreak, right, it's a lot of people that didn't experience heartbreak till later on in their life. And I'm talking like, you know, late 20s, early 30s and shit like that. So they don't even know how to handle, you know, being heartbroken. So they doing all of this shit. You know, a lot of people, you know, then got themselves locked up behind it because they didn't know how to conduct themselves, you know, during that time of hurt and pain. You know, depending on the situation. Not saying that you know, because I don't know your situation and why you heartbroken. You could be heartbroken just because something didn't work out. It don't always mean necessarily that you've been cheated on or whatnot. You could have been the person that cheated on the female. Who knows? But either way, you know, you experience some type of heartbreak. And in a lot of situations, when guys don't know how to deal with that, it turned into something else. Like possible domestics, you know what I mean? It could turn into domestic violence. It could turn into them, picking up other unhealthy, you know, habits, you know, like drugs, alcohol, you know, porn addiction and all that other shit. So it's things that heartbreak can lead to if it's not handled correctly. But, you know, at the end of the day, everybody joined this, that's involved in this journey, joined for a reason, you know. And I always talk about doing things for the right reasons. And I don't think it's a good reason to embark on this journey just because you have problems getting women. And I'm not saying that to put anyone on the spot. You know, you have people that have coaching classes and shit like that to learn how to pick up women. But I don't want this to be a blanket for some of y'all. I don't want this to be a disguise, you know, that you using just because that's the situation. You know, and then it's like, oh, okay, so because you're not good at getting women and you never have been with a woman, you using semen retention to blanket that and put that in front of you as an excuse. And I don't want that. You know, this community is for people that's trying to gain control in their life. You know, a lot of us see what they trying to do to us in society by pushing sex on us. And we've been men since we was born. So we know our urges. We know what we like. We know what we've been through. And a lot of us, because we didn't know no better, we was fapping. A lot of us, because we didn't know no better, we was, you know, putting women above ourselves. And that's what we can't do. That's what we learning not to do, because 9 times out of 10 for y'all that have put women above yourselves, y'all notice a decline. Y'all notice a decline in your personality. You notice a decline in your health. You notice a decline in all of those things. You don't even, your friendships and all of that shit, because you put your female in front of everything. Your family, your own well-being. Some of y'all put females in front of y'all own damn kids. And that's the thing. This community is about gaining control, so you don't end up in those situations again. And like I say, you have to go through some shit in order to get better. You recognize it. That's why I talk about looking in the mirror and owning up to everything that you've been through, so you can start your healing process. But if you don't own up to it or recognize that you have a problem in the first place, then guess what? You're going to stay the same, and you're going to keep ending up in that cycle to where you with these females, you're getting ran over. You putting them above yourself. Your health is declining. You know, your whole personality is out the window. Your friendships is out of the window. You have no identity. All of those things happen when you put females, or anything for that matter, above yourself. And you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. But guess what? You're gonna do that when you have zero control. When you have zero control of your sexuality, you have no control. So guess what? You want to bust a nut every chance that you get. So you fapping, you tricking, you doing all this shit for females. You going out to clubs. You doing all you spending money that you don't have. You doing whatever it takes to be seen. You know what I mean? And that's how you don't want to be. We see it all the time. Y'all just don't recognize that that's what people are going through. When you see people fronting all the time, when you see motherfuckers fronting, when you see people that's, in a lot of the cases, that's out of shape, that's always by themselves, in no relationships or anything like that, you already know that they fap a lot. They fap a lot. They not doing anything else with their energy. They not doing anything else with their energy. Clearly, as you can see, they not putting it into the gym. They not putting it into their health. They not putting it into their careers or any of that. So you could recognize a person that has low self-esteem, that's out here, have no woman, no relationships or any of those things, and they not trying to work on themselves. At some point, it's a good chance that those guys have been either not with a woman ever, or they've been through some type of heartbreak. And you can recognize it. You can recognize it. A lot of people go to the escapism. A lot of people say, fuck it. You know what? I got this porn. I got X videos, and I'm going to just roll with that. That's going to keep me safe. And that ain't the case. A lot of people in relationships do that shit too. A lot of people in relationships do that shit too. I've been there. It's like, fuck it, I ain't about to be begging, you know what I mean? Or doing all of this extra shit just for some ass. I should be getting the ass handed to me. So guess what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna open this screen and watch some porn. That ain't healthy for me. And guess what? That wasn't healthy for my relationship. I should have been more proactive in my relationship, and trying to fix that. And it just wasn't happening. You know why it wasn't happening? Because I wasn't working on myself. I was just working, I just was going to the gym and doing that shit, but I wasn't truly working on myself, by still turning to porn and still drinking and still doing all those other things. And then, like I said, I was just covering it up, using porn as an escape. Like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Forget, and I'm in a live relationship doing this shit. I got the real thing in there, but I'm fapping every night. That's not normal. That's not normal. And that wasn't good for me or my relationship. So at the end of the day, we are all here for a reason. We all are. Whether it's just for self-love and we trying to better ourselves, we could be here spiritually. We could be here because of heartbreak. We could be here just to gain some control. We could just be here just solely off of the benefits of it. But you got to have your reasons. And I don't agree with you with people that may be just blanket and using this just as a blanket to cover up the fact that they can't get women, you know, or they have trouble in relationships. You know, a lot of people have gone through heartbreak, but there's some people here that ain't even been through the heartbreak shit. They just could be here solely off of the fact that they scared to talk to women and can't get a woman. And I don't want that to be the reason why. I want you to work on it. I want you to work on it because I want you to have a relationship with women. You know what I mean? Because if you don't have a relationship with women, listen, the chances of you flipping out is high when you do get one. So I want you to have that experience, but still work on yourself at the same time. So I'm glad that you are interested in semen retention and no FAP and all that other shit, but just don't let it be because you know, you don't want to deal with women anymore. Nah, we gonna deal with women. We just gonna deal with women correctly over here. We gonna know how. We gonna do better than what we did before. That's it. That's what we gonna do. We gonna do better than what we did before, gain control and make sure that we playing to our own drums. We not putting women above us. We not going along with everything that they say. We gonna put ourselves first. And when we want to do something is when we gonna do something. And we gonna try to find that mate that can understand where we coming from. You know what I mean? Not just out here getting drugged by females and getting stepped on and just chasing ass, sniffing up behind females and all that shit because we lost and because we putting them on a pedestal. No, we ain't here for that. So understand, man, just don't let it be for the wrong reasons for why you doing this. Let it be for the right reasons. And if you having trouble with getting women, don't be saying, I'm practicing semen retention. No, you having trouble with that. It's okay to practice semen retention, but guess what? You need to still get out there and have experiences so you know what to do. Because guess what? If you blanketing this shit with semen retention just because you can't get a female, when you get a female, you are going to lose your shit. Semen retention gonna go right out of the window. And then you're gonna be in a bad situation. So I don't want y'all here for that. I want y'all here for the right reasons, all right? And that's my word. I'll holler at y'all later from the Rose Garden. My name Sinn and Sinn-Take. Holler at y'all later, man. Peace. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to do my job, yeah, that's all day. What I do ain't a facade, this is all J. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to